God!
On the side of CCW, they might try to go for a pick here. Foxfire has to be careful. No, they're all there. This could be the big one. But you have to be careful as well, though. They're going to burst him down. Foxfire dies before anyone else can go in. They don't get the second ball of the first time. And here we go. Here comes the Vlad. Keep an eye on the Vlad. Vlad on the backside. There's a double knockdown. Keep an eye on the Vlad. Vlad gets one of them. Vlad's able to get two of them unbound. He's going to survive on the back end of it. But they're going to be able to kill the Anivia. And there's two dead on the side of CCW. Can they get more? There's the Vlad. Can they get the knockup on Asthmatic Boy? Can he get the blast kill? No, he can't. He's going to fall incredibly low. They're going to keep going in. Team Shooter is going to be able to get the root. They're going to try to find more. They're going to find everyone. But there's the kill. Unbound is doing it all. Unbound is doing it all. Give it up to Unbound. Unbound's killing them all. Unbound is winning this game.
Okay. That's right.
They're definitely going to get it, but I think they won the...
Get it!
I'm calling a 2-0 right now.
I'm kind of looking at the...
There goes a 5-man shield there. Red Drax going to get caught up in the baby cage. Gets a really a 3-man shockwave in the backline with a big face breaker. That's going to be a showstopper right there.
On the side of CCW, they might try to go for a pick here. Foxfire has to be careful. No, they're all there. This could be the big one. But you have to be careful as well, though. They're going to burst him down. Foxfire dies before anyone else can go in. They don't get the second ball of the first time. And here we go. Here comes the Vlad. Keep an eye on the Vlad. Vlad on the backside. There's a double knockdown. Keep an eye on the Vlad. Vlad gets one of them. Vlad's able to get two of them unbound. He's going to survive on the back end of it. They're going to be able to kill the Anivia. And there's two dead on the side of CCW. Can they get more? There's the Vlad. Can they get the knockup on Asthmatic Boy? Can he get the blast kill? No, he can't. He's going to fall incredibly low. They're going to keep going in. Team Shooter is going to be able to get the root. They're going to try to find more. They're going to find everyone. But there's the kill. Unbound is doing it all. Unbound is doing it all. Give it up to Unbound. Unbound's killing them all. Unbound is winning this game.
Hello everybody, welcome to week 3 of Risen Draft League. My name's Matt. I'm joined by two amazing casters, Freak and Hyper.
Going on? How we doing tonight?
What's Gucci?
Tonight we're bringing you an interesting game between the Crack Squad and Chazz Entertainment Online. They are both 1-1 right now, so we're in for an exciting game. I know that I think it was Hyper that was going over their stats and their matchups right before, so do you want to talk a little bit about that before we get into a draft?
Yeah, so just a little FYI on the two teams. We have, like you said, both CEO and the Crack Squad. Okay, those are two different teams. Good. So the CEO and the Crack Squad are both 1-1. Looking like the CEO lost in week 1. Unfortunate. Won week 2. Here to redeem themselves in week 3. And then who we got? TCS also lost week 1. Trying to bring it back week 3. I'm a little nervous though. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie. It might be a little bit of a skill gap, Freak. I don't know about you, but That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. I'm
At
kinda there
least,
with you.
at least a big one, like a big skill gap in the top and bot lanes for
Yeah.
CEO, and in the support role for TCS.
Especially because the star player, quote unquote, I will call him, known as the Chazz for CEO. I was looking at his match history in OP.GG, as you do as you're stalking players for these things. You kind of look and see what they've been playing. Dude plays the Sejuani. You know what? That's a pretty fun pick. He's pretty clean on it, and it looks like that he's able to pick that into any matchup. Looks like he was playing against an Aatrox. He beat that Aatrox handily. He picked Aatrox another game, didn't do so hot because it's Darius, but you know what? We're gonna pretend that doesn't exist, alright, Chazz? We still believe in you.
All right.
I mean,
Renekton!
there's Chazz it up already coming through the chat, so I don't know. I feel like chat has faith in them so far.
Okay,
Oh,
word.
God.
Let's go Chazz. Chazz diff, I like it.
We're also being asked G Fuel sponsorship when? I don't know. I'm also totally not drinking it. Not sponsored. Wink. You know. Not sponsored.
I mean,
This
you
guy.
mentioned it. You may as well tell us which one you're drinking at this point.
I know.
So this flavor is the Sonic the Hedgehog Peach Rings one that they dropped 2 years ago, I think it was. It's phenomenal. It tastes exactly like peach rings, and I love it. G Fuel, if you're watching this, sponsor us.
All right. Well, we are already getting ready to go into draft. We'll send it over there, and I hope you guys have a great cast, a great game, and enjoy the action.
All right, let's
Baller.
get into it, freak. Already got some solid bands coming out for CEO. Samira, Fiddlesticks, and Nocturne. And there's that Sejuani.
Yeah, there it is. And the instant lock on the
Insta-lock.
Seraphine. Okay,
That's the
so we're getting
insta-lock
instant locks. I like
Seraphine.
it. I like
Okay.
it. I like it. So, talking about the bands just extremely real quick as we keep going. I expected the Nocturne and the Fiddlesticks band to come in because TCS's jungler did love to play both of those picks a lot. So, not too surprised. But I think the Sejuani band's coming in is kind of a meme a little bit because only the Chazz, you know, Mr. Chazz it up is the only one that plays it.
I mean, when you play the Chazz and you're an absolute Chad with Sejuani, you have to ban it.
Okay, that's fair. And then we got the Misfortune a lot coming in for TCS. So that's a good answer. I mean,
So good right now.
I assume it's the counter, like not exactly like I would say the counter pick, but it's the pick into, you know, to avoid the Seraphine Misfortune nonsense that is happening. So I think that's a pretty good pick overall, and Misfortune's strong. And we're on the new patch.
Ooh.
Fun fact for those of you watching, we are on 12.18 now.
12-18,
the
is that
world
the one
patch.
where Kaisa got, like, mega buffed?
Mega buffed?
I mean, I use the term mega buff very loosely. Her passive AP damage went up from 5% to 6%.
It's something.
Or
like
is that the next patch?
I had it open on the Elite client. Now that we're doing this, I lost it. So she did not get touched this patch. So it must be next patch that happened.
Oh, okay, so I might have seen some rumors for next patch. Okay, so CEO going with the Senna Seraphine bot lane. That's a dirty combo, followed with a flex pick with the Diana. Okay.
Yep, I knew their jungler and their mid laner played the Diana, so that's going to be pretty interesting to see where that goes. Zinzao locked in as the final pick coming in for TCS for the first round. All right, and for the second phase of bans, we're waiting on. Let's look at the first 3 picks from TCS. It looks like they're definitely going in for like all engage, hard in. Like we want to like try and kill you and get in there and, you know, just accelerate whatever lead that they're trying to manufacture somewhere on the map. And so we have a Yasuo ban coming in. Okay, that's kind of cool to avoid the Diana Yasuo combo as we've seen in the
Oh
LCS.
man, you got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely disgusting if you time it right. I've seen some really nasty plays coming in, even players in our elo. So I actually think it's a really good man coming in. So
You'll never see me doing those kind of plays. I promise you that.
10 seconds left coming in. We have the Silas ban, which I vibe
Like
with the
it.
Silas ban for that. There's a lot
Like
of good
it.
ultimates that he could have took, so I vibe it. You know.
Well,
There's-
there's at the moment there's one good ultimate, but the potential champs you can have, like the next two picks, possibly the mid lane, possibly the top lane. I'm thinking that's gonna be a support pantheon. You pair that with the MF, the crit
Right.
MF on top of that. Oof,
Mhm.
dirty. So you know, banning out the Silas is really good for like making sure that if we're about to, if they do kind of pick out some like, if we ourselves pick out some nasty combos, Silas is just gonna destroy us with it. Because think about it, you put a Silas with a Seraphine ultimate in the same game as the bullet time. That's kind of gross. Or
Yeah.
you put the challenge Jin Zhao in the same game as a Diana Moonfall. Like, oof. So no, I like it. I love the Silas ban, and
So we get an Azir hover as those.
like
Okay, we get the Azir lock in as the
yo,
response.
TCS is okay. Insta lock on the Renekton. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about Renekton anymore. He kind of feels not weaker, but I feel like there's better champs.
I think the call here is definitely for the top lane, especially, is to kind of like go early with it. I can see like some good like gank potential coming out of the Diana. Ooh, I'm gonna pause that thought if they. Oh,
Ooh, I really wanted to see the TIS. I really wanted to see the TF right there. Not gonna lie, the TF, the TF comboed that with like the Seraphine Diana would have been like.
That's kind of what I was thinking was gonna happen, but you know, whatever. They lock in the Ahri instead. It's still pretty good. So I'm curious like what the plan here is with the Renekton in the mix, because like the rest of it kind of makes sense. They have some pretty decent CC on the side of CEO.
I mean,
it's decent. It's like it
still
could be
divey
better.
though. It's still divey. You know, Ahri, Renekton, Diana, they all have a dash, and then you put a Senna ultimate on top of that, give them shield, and then you put the Encore on top of that. They dish out the damage without even getting hit. So, you know, like I see the comp, but I mean, you look at the other side with TCS, and they kind of just have this ability to stop whatever trigger you decide to pull. So Ornn says, I call upon the Forge Gods, and the massive ram comes down and he slams it in your face. You have to stop your engage. Azir brings up his sand soldiers and says, protect your emperor, and shoves them back. Divine interference, if you would.
There's a lot of really, really good engage coming in for TCS. It's kind of disgusting.
I mean, TCS has great engage, and they also have really good like disengage.
So like,
Jin's ultimate. He challenges one person, the entire team has to back out because 3 of them want to get in your face with the other 2 supporting. So like, you can also, you know, spread the fight out like that too. Conveniently enough, you know, everybody's in your face, and then that circular formation comes out, and everyone gets away.
And then you have the Ornn horn, you know, if you need to try to like shut a little bit of disengage coming on, like when you're trying to run away from a situation, or you're just trying to force an engage, because Ornn horn is really good at doing that.
Ornn horn's really good with that, and then you have bullet time too. So you can use bullet time for preventing the fight from going the wrong way, or accelerating the fight for going your way. So like TCS is, I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna say it. I 100% thought, based on skill match, purely enough, that CEO might have had this one in the bag. Seeing TCS's comp that they just drafted, I'm going to take a step back and think about that one for a second, because I don't know, man.
It's so good. It's really good.
It's really good.
But I think we need to backpedal a little bit, because we are kind of hyping up TCS's draft a little bit too much. Granted, it is really good. I think we need to focus on what maybe the possible game plan from Chazz Entertainment Online is. So we look at their draft. We see the Renekton in the top lane with the Diana jungle. That's a pretty good, like, you know, 2v2 coming in, because you have the Renekton stun and Diana can gap close, especially if you're trying to, like, you know, secure a kill for someone. That's pretty good. Now, the issue with that is later in the game, because we all know Renekton's damage falls off in the mid to late game.
Yep.
Now, how like we gotta think about it, because during team fights, obviously TCS has the superior team fight based off draft alone. Granted, execution is where it all comes down to, so we'll have to wait for the execution to actually go on. But in terms of like objective control and like just lane priority, I don't really see it coming in from CEO as much. Azir has the push advantage over Ahri for a little bit, and I think the bot lane, it is a double range bot lane, so I think actually CEO's bot lane has the range advantage there. It's just gonna come down to, will they be able to apply that pressure necessary to secure those like early objectives, especially because Diana's gonna need some time, because Xin Zhao will kind of just beat her for the time being, the way that he is just in the game right now. So I expect a pretty lopsided jungle for a little bit, unless something goes completely awry in the first 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I believe in CEO, especially with chat saying Chazz it up. So I think they could do something here. I just don't know, because TCS's draft just looks so much better.
I'm gonna throw it over to Matt. I want his opinion on this one. Because I'm kind of on the fence about it. Matt, what do you think? What do you think about these two comps right now?
See, I'm a big ARM player. I can't say I play much norms, but looking at, I agree. Looking at CEO's comp, it's pretty disgusting the things that they can do. But you never know. The players play the game, right? But not a big league player in terms of that. I'm just here to entertain. But for those of you, for those of you that
Finish
are
that.
in
I
the
have a
chat,
question.
1 second. For those of you that are in the chat, I have launched a prediction. So if you want to bet some Travie bucks there to see which team you think will go. Right now, it's 7K to 0 for CEOs. So I think they have the faith in Chazz.
Matt, how are you? How are you one of our production managers and you don't even play League?
Yo, I play ARAM and TFT. You don't
That's
have
League.
to play. You don't. I think I've played enough ranked games to rank myself, and you don't need more than that in order to be production, right?
True.
I don't know. I'm just talking.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
But
So
if you had to put your predictions, you talked a
Okay.
little bit about both teams. You're going for predictions now. What would you say? Honestly,
TCS wins game 1.
okay, give me the whole series though. You got TCS
Oh,
game 1,
series.
but let me see the whole series. Let's really test the brain waves.
Oh man, because I have to think potential about future drafts. And, like,
Oh,
well,
let's
we
see
opportunity.
the
haven't casted these
wrinkles.
teams before either, so it's really hard to think about that, right? These teams are both new to the cast. This is the
There you
first time
go.
that they're both casted. Did you really analyze their off-stream games? If you did, you're pretty
No.
pog. If not, I doubt you did. So we really don't know how they've played in
Okay.
other games, right? So champ pool is only a certain amount of things, but teamwork and communication, all that play in.
All right.
You can have the best champs and be garbage on
I'm
them.
asking too much. All right. I'm saying
You are
TCS
game
wins.
one.
Game 1, I'm saying TCS as well.
If
I don't
it
know.
was like later in the split for us, like then I would be like, I could easily
I'll
make a
pop that
prediction. But right
question
now,
on
no.
you when we get to the playoffs.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I can't.
perfect.
Yeah, that's
I think
gonna be
that's a
fun.
good time.
Dude, are
But
you excited to do best of 5s?
My voice isn't, that's for sure.
Go ahead, Ben. I'm
Switch.
sorry.
we should make Freak do one play-by-play game and just ruin his
So I
voice,
could
and then
have like a
he'll feel
little
it for the
little
best of
breast.
God, I'm not prepared for that. I would do it live. Just be like, yeah, that person threw this ability, threw that ability. Oh, that's a nice cue. Oh, dang, they just got booty blasted. Oh, God. That's probably how that would go.
That's about how that's what it sounded like the first time I did it. Thank God it was not on stream. I just recorded it. I was like, what am I saying?
So yeah,
Matt,
I'm
what
gonna
do
go
you
against you
think?
guys and say CEO. I've got
Alright, you got
the
devil's
faith
advocate.
just to go against you guys.
Matt believes in
And
the
then I'll get all the glory.
Chazz.
He's
believe in
getting
the chat. I gotta agree with the chat.
he's getting influenced by chat. That's not fair. That's peer pressure. I don't like it.
Yo, it's 7,200 to 420. I think I agree with the chat in this. Or I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Somebody has to have faith in
Wait, hold on.
CEO, and then I'm gonna prove all of you wrong at the end of the game, and I'm gonna say you all suck at guessing.
I got to
Alright,
predict
I don't even
1,000
play League,
right
and I
over
guess right.
everyone.
That's what's gonna happen at the end of it.
All right, there
Alright.
we go. 1,000 to TCS.
Okay, man's got money.
There you go. Oh,
Other
wow.
than that, what do you expect to see level 1? I mean, we may as well talk about it a little bit. What do you think?
They do have CEO does have a pretty hilarious level 1 if they actually decide to commit for it, because they have, the Ari Charm. They could do the Seraphine route and then the Senate route. And if Renekton really wants to come down, that could be a pretty hilarious, like LPL-ish level 1 that I think would be kind of funny. So if that happens, I will definitely probably just keep my eye on like CEO for the rest of the game if they do that.
Okay. Hyper, what do you think?
Level
You're
1.
not the play-by-play. You're not the color, but you threw it back to me not having league knowledge, and I told you this, so I'm throwing it at you. What do you think is going to happen level 1? How badly do you think you're going to have to talk in the level 1 jungle?
I think I'm gonna have to talk. I don't know. CEO's level 1 kind of gross. So they might invade. It's a good possibility that they invade.
Fair enough. I think we're just about loading into game.
Yep. First league game of the first loading whatever. Loading the first game of the day, yeah.
There you
Always the
go.
longest.
There you go. That's what yes.
The G Fuel is going right to my brain.
You need it to the brainwaves, man.
I'll
All
also say, just while we're here, if you guys want to check out another game at the same time, have 2 screens, want to pull both up, Risen 2 is also streaming. So, hey, that'll be a possibility. But I think we are going to throw it off into game. So, other than that, we'll see who wins and see who's right. If I take home the glory saying that you both are wrong with no league knowledge.
Like, you know where like the cleavage is, where like the boobs touch, or supposed to touch?
No, I've never touched a woman.
Cat Everfrost used knockdown fight hit. There goes a 5-man shield there. Rack's going to get caught up in the baby cage. That's going to be a 3-man shockwave in the backline with a big
huge.
face breaker. That's going to be a showstopper right there. That's
Can't get slowed when he was in Pike Steve.
He backed out. All right, welcome to the Rift. Game 1, CEO versus TCS. We have the Chazz on Renekton in the top lane. Go nuts, chat. We have Ace Bits on the Diana in the jungle. We have KTL on the RE in the mid lane. We have Gumi. I hope that's how you say your name, my friend. On the Seraphine in the ADC role. And we have Chum as the Senna in the support. For the opposite side of the coin, we have Dunshark on the Ornn in the top lane. External Cries. Eternal. That's Eternal, right? I know how to read.
That's Eternal.
Okay, Eternal Cries on the Xin Zhao in the jungle. We have Pro in a box on the Azir in the mid lane, helping clear that ward. What a guy. Darter Wolf on the Misfortune in the ADC role, and we have the Awakened 2 as the Pantheon in the support role. So, DBZ, what do you think of the game? So, are you a little disappointed we didn't get that level 1?
Yeah, I'm a little upsetty spaghetti, but it's fine. We got a little trading happen that happened off screen, but that's okay. So pretty much some vision was placed out on each opposite side of the jungle. So I think the teams are aware of where the junglers are, and we got quite the push happening here in the bot lane as I expected. I did say that double range matchup would cause them to get a little bit ahead. So they should hit 2 first here, and then from there we might see some jungle presence. Because, you know, Diana started top side, and ooh, they're trading a little bit here on the top side. Okay, good job, Chazz. Go nuts, chat.
He's a Chad.
Yeah, you're right. So, with coming in, CEO should hit level 2 first here in a second. And now, I was bringing up that Diana had started in the top side and was going to path bot side. So, I expect actually some jungle presence here in the bot lane as the lane kind of evens out here in the next, like, 30 seconds to a minute. And they'll probably meet, actually, the junglers should meet for this first Scuttle Crab in about 30 to 40 seconds. 30-15 it comes up, I think? Yes, 30-15.
You know what? I kind of like the pathing of Diana here. Because normally, at least I would expect, really good trade right there by Ari. I would expect at least the Diana would start bot and path top. Because, you know, try to accelerate the Renekton. But instead, she's doing the proactive thing and is pathing bot lane to be here for this counter gank that Eternal Cries is kind of eyeing at the moment.
You didn't see it, but that ward in that bush had just died right before Xin Zhao walked into there. So they don't know he's there, I don't think. But the lane's kind of pushing.
They don't have vision. Ooh, really good stun coming out there by Pantheon, but he doesn't see the Diana coming out of the bush. First blood for the Diana. She turns her attention to the Misfortune. Misfortune has burned the flash, but the Diana is knocked out. Heal coming out from the Seraphine. They are more worried about the Misfortune. They take down the Misfortune, and a huge trade from the mid laners right now. Get my screen back over to the bot lane, and Xin Zhao has to just watch as 3 members of CEO push that wave in. 2 kills over to CEO.
Wow, what very unfortunate timing, especially because that, I don't know if the same thing happened on your screen, but that disconnect kind of came through at the most inopportune time. That kind of might have effed the play up a little bit, but other than that, it ends up being a 2-for-0 trade in the end. The bot lane dies, they blow all their summoners except the Pantheon Ignite, and look at Chazz kind of just being a Chad.
You know what? He's being a Chad. He's taking those trades at a low health, and you know what? Only Chads do that. I'm gonna be real. Or in this case, only Chazzes do that.
I hate you for that joke. Anyways,
you like that, chat?
All right, so looking at like a 1K gold lead coming in for CEO at this moment. And look at Chazz. He
look
gets
at
the double dash.
Chad. He chases down the Orn, gets the stun, gets the Q, walks away. What?
He is
I'm not gonna lie, that was a
setting
really.
up for Diana to come here.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good trade by Renekton right there.
Oh yeah. So it looks like Diana is pathing top side, but she's gonna walk over that ward, so she will be noted. Yep, there he goes.
Ooh, Orn tried to get out of that one. He did get pretty far with that dash. I do like that Ahri is here as well with this roam.
They're gonna dive this.
They're looking at a tower dive right now in the top lane. Kind of just hovering over the
Dune Shark, no!
Ooh, Dune Shark, you gotta get out of there, friend. They're coming for you, brother. What happened? Okay, he's there. Oh, he kind of disappeared on my screen. Oh, here comes Diana into the dash and the charm. Easy dive coming out from CEO.
Okay, at first Chazz did take a tower shot, so it made it look like it was a little bit awkward, but they ended up juggling the tower aggro just fine.
Ooh, but Jin Zhao is here.
Into a 1v3.
Check 3 members. TP coming out from the Orn, but it's not gonna save him from the charm. Another kill over to CEO.
Question mark Pink's coming in there. I mean, he kind of just walked in there to 3 people, so that's a little unfortunate. He had no flash from that bot lane play, so it's just kind of an easy target. And Azir is walking through no vision right now on the top side.
Yeah, he's jumping onto that Diana with a force. Divine interference coming out. Slowed up by the pillar of the Orn, but the Diana is going to jump onto the Orn. The Orn dashes right past her like he's a speeding bullet, and she's running. She's trying to get out of there. Is she going to have support from the Renekton? The Renekton is coming down. He is level 6. He could turn this fight if he wanted to. And the shifting sands of Azir come out. The stun comes in. The knockup from the Orn goes out. Chazz tries to dash away. Eternal Cries is looking at the Diana. Ace bits. There is no ace in the hole for you. But there will be. Nice flash coming out from the Renekton. Knocked up from the Jin Zhao and the roam from the Ahri. This fight is so extended. A kill going over the Renekton. And now the fight is heating up.
Couldn't get the trade.
The Dune Shark could not do enough damage. Double kill for the Renekton.
Ooh, that was a long extended fight there. Goodness gracious. That fight lasted like a whole minute before it actually ended. There's a lot to talk about there as to what happened. So, it looked like Diana was actually, kind of trapped in that part of the jungle, but she managed to perfectly time her dash at the same time the Orn dash, and I think the Orn pillar had just fallen right when he dashed, so the knockup kind of just completely whiffed, and that's just super unfortunate timing. And then they try to chase down those 2 extra kills, Chazz and Ace bets are low, and then Ahri coming up for the free roam and just, helping secure those kills. So, alright, I guess Matt was right, and that kind of sucks right now.
I mean, the game ain't over until the game is over. Matt doesn't give... Matt isn't the winner until the game is over, is what I'm trying to say.
All right. We're here 7 minutes. It's almost a 3K gold lead already. It's about a little more than 2.5 at this point, and then just... man, it's just so unfortunate. Just unfortunate plays coming in for TCS. It started with that just unlucky bot lane. Now we're coming in as we're looking, Renekton's coming in with the Vant Preceptor and the pickaxe, and I think that is going towards Bork first, which kind of makes sense.
So what I learned at Victorious is Renektons always rush Bork, no matter what. So I was like, okay then, it must be some sort of law, I guess, that Renekton players just know. They just rush Bork regardless. Win or lose lane, we go Bork.
So, Orn is answering that with the Bramble Vest, so kind of cut some of that healing. I don't blame him. It's kind of a good move. Yeah. It delays the Mythic a little bit, and one...
How did that root just whiff past Pantheon's face?
Wow. That was, I had to look at it again. It's just wow.
Oh wow.
What was
that hitbox? It didn't even. Okay. Well, I guess
I don't know.
Ignore that.
Okay. Anyway, so Diana's here in the bot lane. She's looking for an engage.
Seraphim's getting a little bit hasty there. Encore coming out. It's going to charm out both members of the bot lane. But here comes Diana. Bullet Time's going to follow in, but it's not going to hit anybody. Jin Zhao is here on the lane gank. They pick up one, going over to Chum. Ooh. Are they looking for a little bit more, though?
We got a roam from the Ahri coming in, and I don't think they know just yet. They should know, because I haven't seen any missing pinks coming in from TCS just yet. They have to know she's in the area.
Yeah, they just spotted a 0 on the roam too, hitting that blast plant as well. Oh, he does have his ultimate up. We might be seeing a fight here in the Drake pit. Ward is coming down. They see the dragon getting taken. Jin Zhao is hovering over the top of the wall.
There's no
the
ult,
camera is shifting over to the top lane. The Diana does secure the dragon, and TCS are just going to back off and give that.
Xin Zhao's caught, though. Oh, he had to force his own flash there.
Okay, he burns his flash. The root comes out from the Senna, slowing up the Misfortune. Her mana bar is weak.
Okay. I kind of get what the call might have been there from TCS to see if they could try to stop the dragon, but you don't have MF ult, so I mean, I don't think it's worth even trying to go for that play. And
Maybe
unlucky enough, yeah, I guess. But unlucky enough, since I was forced to burn his flash because he's just caught in an awkward spot on the map, so super unlucky. Just uncharacteristic misplays coming in. It seems like they're kind of unsure like what to do right now. But I think
First game jitters.
I'm thinking that's what it is too. So I think as the game goes on, I think it'll be okay. It's just for now, it seems like they're just a little uncoordinated. You know, 4K gold down in 10 minutes isn't like terrible. Ooh, nice knock up on the Chazz, but Chazz will just walk it off.
Ari diving in, getting a lot of damage with that execute.
If the charm lands, he just dies there because Diana will follow up with the Moonfall. So that's just how that would have gone.
Oh, Renekton doesn't get to play. Oh, you hate to see it.
That was so unlucky.
One more auto would have done it.
Yeah.
That's a little
Diana has
disrespectful.
smite. Oh, they're going for the Rift Herald. Okay, so they're gonna make the call. CEO for the Rift Herald play. Gonna just trade here in the top lane because
Ooh, the chat's gotta keep going.
not really gonna have. Okay. Oh, okay. They're just gonna dive him again.
They're just gonna dive him again.
You poor bastard.
Oh, here comes the Ornhorn, but it's not gonna be able to save you when three members of the CEO squad show up to get you. But he's still alive, tanky as always. Moonfall coming down on the Jin Zhao. The Jin Zhao health bar going from full health to no health.
Okay. A 2-for-1 and Zinzug gets the shove to Diana, so not bad actually. It stops the Rift Herald play, so no extra gold can go to the Renekton here. So oh Lord have mercy!
Really big damage coming out from the Renekton. Good Lord. Ooh, charm onto the Misfortune, followed up. The root is going to miss, but the damage is not. Chum picks up another one. He is no chum, my friends. Chump. Damn, that's what I was going to say.
Turns the Q. You won't.
He didn't get it. Executed.
All right.
Okay.
The execute's good. That big shutdown doesn't go over to anybody. I just realized Seraphine and Senna just killed someone.
Little bit extra damage coming out.
Poro in a box.
Down. He's just gonna walk her down with auto attacks. Okay. Azir. Okay, Poro in a box, showing up to the game. Put the team on your back, my friend. But I don't know how well you're gonna be able to put it on your back. He takes out the Ahri very swiftly and quickly. Diana's gonna be able to jump onto him, but he flashes over the top of the wall.
All right, nice. And a tower plate pulls in the top lane. All right, TCS are finally warming up. That's what I like to see. They got a couple of kills up in the top side that were very much needed.
Ooh, you don't do that. Has to burn her cleanse, but the bullet time comes out. Stunned coming out from the Pantheon. Misfortune's health bar is very low. Pantheon's still looking for a little bit on the Chum, but they're going to get autoed down by the Goomy. Ace Bits coming here on the flank. TCS's bot lane is very low. Pantheon is rooted up. Diana's going to swift her attention towards the Pantheon, going straight to the fountain. Drop the Herald. What a play! Coming out
they're gonna break this tower. Free tower here because I think there was only one plate left, so this tower will be gone. First tower will go over to CEO here. That'll be a nice little. I guess they're just gonna split the gold, so not too bad. They're up 6K. Yeah, about 6K right now. 13 minutes, and there's still tower plates that can be taken. Xin Zhao is in an awkward spot.
Trying to stop the Herald.
I think he should have just let it charge. He's just losing a lot of health for no reason.
He did stop the charge, so you got to give it to him. Both mid laners are roaming down into the tier 2. Azir getting caught out in the jungle. Really unfortunate right there.
Yeah, just having no vision just makes that super unfortunate. And like, I'm just gonna toggle the vision and see. Let's get a gander. Yep, and there's like next to no vision anywhere. So
you know what? CEO doesn't even have the vision. It's TCS that gets the vision.
Yeah, I mean, it's
enough.
mainly on their side of the map,
Weird.
though. It's because
Yeah.
they've lost all control of like part of the map now, especially with the bot lane turret going down. That gives CEO the access to that bot side jungle whenever they want. Except it's littered with wards, so now they'll TCS will see it. But like later in the game, of course, like it'll just be awkward. And we have the Infernal Drake coming up here in 5 seconds. And looks like they're not willing to try and fight at all. Neither team, I mean.
Did manage to get a few wards down though, so maybe TCS contests.
Maybe Diana is pathing towards that direction, so
She's kind of making a beeline.
yeah. And since that's not even anywhere near, so if Diana starts this dragon will be definitely free. Ooh, unlucky to not get that knock up onto the Chazz there.
You can't knock up the Chad, man. Once he gets rolling, he gets going.
Diana with another lane gank here in the ball lane. She's just walking into that
Yo,
bush.
she just walks into the brush. Nice stun coming out from the Pantheon, but you don't see the Diana jumping onto the Misfortune, deleting her health bar, turning their attention to the Awaken. But you are asleep because you are down. Ornhorn coming out, getting a knock up onto the Chazz. Eternal Cries was looking for a gank there, retreats into the river for a cheeky little flank.
I think that play is too risky, to be completely honest. Doomshark was very low there, so I don't know if it's really worth it. I mean, maybe you get the trade in the end, but I would rather, not go for the trade. And there goes that dragon like I thought, but they did kill the bot lane for it.
Cries is coming up for a invade. He should not
Oh
be
my
going in
God.
for. Ultimate coming out from the Renekton. Flash is coming out from both members of TCS and CEO. But here comes the Ornn getting the knock up in the brittle
Do they
prop.
turn?
Ooh, do
No.
they turn?
Yee.
They get Eternal Cries' health bar very low. Ari comes in with the charm, lands it. But the Doomshark has a lot of health and is
Oh, the
very tanky
Sentinel!
for Renekton. Double dashes. He gets the double kill.
That was a lot closer than we would have wanted to. So definitely much closer than it should have been. I mean, the Chazz probably in all chats like not even close baby right now, but the Sentinel was huge there to help give him that little bit extra shielding to save him. Woo! Senna's a fun champion. Very
Senna is
fun.
a fun champion. She's a good champion. I'm not gonna lie. She's a really good champion.
I'm right there with you. So this should be a free tower.
Let's do a stat. She has 61 souls at this point in the game. 60 minutes in the game.
Okay, 60 minutes? Yeah, that's actually a lot, all things considered. So, for those of you at Twitch chat who don't play Senna, Senna gets extra stats every time she hits 20 stacks. And right now she's at 61. I believe she gets 40-something extra attack damage. Oh, good charm.
Really good siege too. Oh, and a really good ult
Oh.
coming out from the Vizier, forcing the flash from the Senna. They do get the kill. The Moonfall comes in and cleans up the whole team. Diana, put the game on your back. Oh, but the fight isn't over. Just kidding. It is go straight to the fountain. Do not pass go. Do not collect 300 gold.
Okay. A 4 for 2 there in the end. The shutdown to Senna goes over to Azir, which I think is really good for them. It's a little bit of extra influx of gold that they really need, and I'm really feeling it more and more as this game goes on. That I can already hear Matt.
Who got the shutdown on Diana though?
I think did not say who got that shutdown. Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't even know if she had a shutdown, to be honest.
No, maybe not.
No,
She has one
okay.
now. 150.
But just how strong Diana is. And it's the Sunfire build. I believe we saw that same thing last week too coming in. I don't know what's going on with Diana anymore. I just remember the I'm going to blow you up build, and now it's just I'm not going to die instantly build, and it scares
Nah,
me
it's
especially.
still gonna blow you up build.
That champion does so much damage, and for what?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm so tanky, but I still blow you up. That's what that build is. That's what that champ does.
The Chazz, by the way, is currently finishing, or rather, he finished his Prowler's Claw earlier, so that's kind of disgusting, and no wonder why he's blowing people up.
Oh, the
700
Chad is
gold bounty.
an absolute Chad, dude. He's got Prowler's Claw, he's got Bork, he's got plated steel caps, he's sitting on the Rift Herald. Like, the man is an absolute Chad.
And he's trying to fight this dude.
He's trying to fight Poro in a box. Don't put Poro in a box!
The sad part is he just 100 to 0s Poro in a box. Just how far ahead he is.
Yeah, no kidding. They got 3 members here sitting in the blue jungle. If they decided they wanted to take out Azir, they 100% can.
Oh yeah, so a little bit of counter jungling going on from the other side, coming in from Eternal Cries. Good for him to try to get something back. I mean,
Need something, but they're Dion? Where did he go? Where did he go?
Oh. Huh.
Where did he go? He was there. I swear I saw him. He was on my screen. TCS
Maybe
tried
this
to stop this.
maybe this G Fuel's doing more work than I thought because he was on my screen and then he just blipped.
Man, I'm hallucinating. I guess Awaken was never there.
That's how flabbergasted. We have no words for just how homie just got absolutely demolished. That was woo.
It was intense. Harold coming down, I like that. Man, what does TCS do? I'm trying to figure out how they need to get back into this game.
You focus on game 2. You're down 13,000 gold almost. You just focus on game 2.
You're in game 1 still. You got to focus on game 1. The game
don't
is here and now.
It's not possible. Like, this is gonna sound very flamey, but there's just no way they're coming back from this. They're just too far behind. They haven't even broke 30,000 gold yet at 20 minutes. That's how far behind they are. I think maybe Poro in a box is like trying to reconcile what's going on because it does some pretty good damage. It's just the issue is that the rest of his team has none to follow it up.
I think Poro in the box has the ability to put the game on his back. What they need to do though is they need to stall at the moment. You know what I mean? They have to stall for time because you know, when he gets picked like that from a Senna and he can't do damage trying to take the Gromp, that's not good. So they need to stall for time. Gotta let Azir scale up a little bit. In that time frame, you know, Ornn can scale up a little bit. People can get their ornaments because he's only 13. It's almost there. He just got his Forge Crest. So next level, he'll start dishing them out. Hopefully Azir is the first one to get it. I think if they just stall for time, they just stall. Let Azir scale. Let MF get one more item. I think there's a chance they can start to turn the game.
Or CEO will just do the Baron and be like, yeah, we're going to end this game in the next couple of minutes. So
I mean, they can't stop it. Eternal Cry is going to be walking up into that center right there, but here comes the Chazz. Looking for Eternal Cries. He's going to be eternally crying as he does not go to the Rift. Almost to the fountain. Almost to the fountain. That call would have been clean if he did, though.
I honestly thought that Chazz was going to flash on him and just absolutely beat him down. I saw the blood in his eyes and I was like, oh no, Chazz.
I saw the flash coming too. I was ready for it.
All right. Well, in the meantime, you know, CEO gets the Baron. They're pretty much in entire control of this game. If they want, they could probably break all 3 inhibitors here and just kind of play back and wait. And they have 3 minutes till the Dragon Soul if they want it. But I don't think this game is going to last that much longer.
Eternal Cries is on a flank right here. We might be seeing a fight coming out, and I think there might be trying to pinch the Ahri.
Okay, I like this if they go for it.
Here comes the Pantheon getting the stun. Azir comes in as well. They've managed to pick up the Ahri. Azir claiming a kill. Poro on a box is starting to pop off.
Okay.
Oh, that was coming right in onto the Ornn.
That's ballsy.
That is ballsy. The entire team right there. Yeah, that's really bold. They managed to get at least 1 turret. Nice charm. Nice cleanse from the Misfortune.
God, look at her health. That was. Okay. So, I mean, they're feeling themselves. CEO's feeling them. They're feeling great. They're just like, yeah, we're super far ahead. We don't really got to do anything. They can just let this cannon kind of beat on the inhibitor for a little bit, and Senna can just walk in and help take it. Yeah, there she goes.
But Ornn trying to get that knock up onto the Senna. Gets the slow at least. Jin Zhao's going to be flashing on to Gumi. Gumi just roots him instead, gets the knockup, but a fight in the top lane. Moonfall coming down. Azir pushes her back into the inhibitor, saving his health bar for now. Looking for a little extra damage from the Diana, but her mana is depleted. Can't really do much.
Okay, that's 2 inhibitors.
Zhao had to get out of there. Apparently, that 1v1 against the Seraphine was too much for him to handle.
There was an RETP, that's why it stopped.
Okay. There's that triple inhib.
Alright, just as predicted. So now, they reset here, I imagine.
Ooh, Azir. Oh, they got a flash.
Charm.
But that's all they get.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we good, CEO?
A CEO is going to get those resets, come back, finish it off.
Alright, are we good, CEO? We can talk now? Y'all done fighting? Alright, they're done fighting. So,
we done.
24 minutes, triple inhibitor, 16k gold lead. Yeah, there's really not much that can be said. It's just super unfortunate that they just exploded their leads early in the game. We obviously talk trash about Renekton, and here comes the Chazz Meister with the big brain. Like, I'm better at Renekton than anyone you've ever seen. So the Black Cleaver's done too. God, he's just gonna melt all the armor on everyone.
All right, chat. You could tell us we were wrong. You can tell us that we shouldn't have doubted the Chazz.
I like how we're saying it's just Chazz.
I mean, because we were talking about the Renekton. That's why I'm saying that.
He's surrounded by 3 people.
Though. Yeah, they're
okay. Never mind. The rest of the team's
now.
coming.
Vizier has to get out of there because 3 members of CEO are coming. Vizier all coming down. So does the Ornhorn. Vizier has to pop his Zonias. The MF is trying to do as much damage to the Chazz as possible, but he is so damn tanky right now. Deletes her health bar.
Shields.
Meanwhile, the Jin Zhao is just getting jumped on by. No, that was the Ornn. The Ornn gets jumped on by 4 members of CEO. Jin Zhao is trying to stop the base from getting taken. He gets stunned. He gets his health bar annihilated, and CEO take game 1.
Yeah, as expected, especially from the start of the game. All right, Matt, you can come in and tell us we were wrong. It's just, God, that bot lane play is kind of what set the whole game. 26-7. That's what the score was at the end of the game. 26-7.
I'm just sitting here.
You're just sitting here?
I don't know. I think it was a stomp, just a little bit. Chazz div? No one else had faith in CEO?
9-1, Chazz div.
Chazz div. I'll say it, Chazz div.
Let me just pay that outcome real quick. It was a banger of a game, though. I mean, it got pretty one-sided pretty quickly, so hopefully the next one's a little bit more even playing field. And
I lost 1,000.
You lost 1,000. You did.
This man is up in the camera.
As the chat said, they came, they saw, they chazzed, right? So.
Oh, very clever chat.
I like that. He came, he saw, he chazzed. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Is it Fudar? SMG Fudar is on point tonight. Anyways, I'm going to send it to a quick break real quick to give you guys a little bit of time to catch your breath because I'm sure Hyper's throat's getting a little bit dry. Get DBZ a little bit of G fuel. I don't know. So we'll send it to a quick little break. We'll get into draft very shortly, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Vision. Ooh, really good stun coming out there by Pantheon, but he doesn't see the Diana coming out of the bush. First blood for the Diana. She turns her attention to the Misfortune. Misfortune is burned. The flash for the Diana is knocked out. Heal coming out from the Seraphine. They are more worried about the Misfortune. They take down the Misfortune. And the shifting sands of Azir come out. The stun comes in. The knockup from the Ornn goes out. Chazz tries to dash away. Eternal Cries is looking at the Diana. Ace bits. There is no ace in the hole for you. But there will be. Nice flash coming out from the Nectin knocked up from Ace bits. There is no ace in the hole for you. But there will be. Nice flash coming out from the Nectin knocked up from the Jin Zhao and the roam from the Ahri. This fight is so extended. A kill going over the Renekton. And now the fight is heating up.
Get the trade.
The Dune Shark could not do enough damage. Double kill for the 3 members of the CEO squad show up to get you, but he's still alive, tanky as always. Moonfall coming down on the Jin Zhao. The Jin Zhao health bar going from full health to no health.
Okay. A 2-for-1 and Zinzug gets the shove in Diana, so not bad actually.
Okay, Azir. Okay, Poro in a box, showing up to the game. Put the team on your back, my friend. But I don't know how well you're gonna be able to put it on your back. He takes out the Ahri very swiftly and quickly. Diana's gonna be able to jump onto him, but he flashes over the top of the wall.
All right.
CEO, but here comes the Ornn getting the knock up in the brittle prop. Ooh, do they turn? They get Eternal Cries' health bar very low. Ahri comes in with the charm, lands it. But the Dune Shark has a lot of health and is very tanky for Renekton. Double dashes and gets the double kill. Really good siege too. Oh, and a really good ult coming out from the Vizier, forcing the flash from the Senna. They do get the kill. The Moonfall comes in and cleans up the whole team. Diana, put the game on your back. Oh, but the fight isn't over. Just kidding. It is damage to the Chazz as possible, but he is so damn tanky right now. Deletes her health bar.
Shields.
Meanwhile, the Jin Zhao is just getting jumped on by No, that was the Ornn. The Ornn gets jumped on by 4 members of CEO. Jin Zhao is trying to stop the base from getting taken. He gets stunned. He gets his health bar annihilated, and CEO take game 1. Meanwhile, the Jin Zhao is just getting jumped on by... No, that was the Ornn. The Ornn gets jumped on by 4 members of CEO. Jin Zhao is trying to stop the base from getting taken. He gets stunned. He gets his health bar annihilated, and CEO take game 1.
Yeah, as expected, especially from the start of the game. All right, Matt, you
Welcome back to Risen Draft League Week 3 here with the Crack Squad versus Chazz Entertainment Online. Chazz Entertainment Online, a little bit of a domination in the first game. I see CEO the Chazz went 9-1, CEO Chum 7-1, the Seraphine bot lane 4-1. What do you think went wrong in that game, DBZ? Where did it start? I don't know why I called you DBZ freak. Where did it start to go wrong?
I honestly would say it went wrong immediately after that play in the bot lane. Something weird happened there with Eternal. Like he was there in that bot lane bush as the ward died, so they didn't know he was there. But then like right when Diana ganked, he like DC reconnected. So I don't know if there was like something weird that happened there. But like they also like didn't exactly pick the right targets. So it kind of created a little bit of confusion coming in for TCS, and CEO just kind of just went in and just like went ham and just instant killed everyone. And Diana even went ahead and accelerated that lead up to the top lane, where I'm gonna call him the Chazzmeister for now. The Chazzmeister, the Chadmeister, the big brain Renekton picker, as we were dogging on it as all throughout the last
we
round.
were dogging on it.
The dude couldn't be stopped just from the entirety of the game. Diana got shut down a couple of times, which was much needed gold for TCS. But like from that point on, it's just Renekton was too far ahead, the bot lane was too far ahead, and it just kind of got out of control too quick for TCS.
I mean, Renekton finished the game. What? I'm looking right now. 6K gold up on the Ornn. Like
yeah, it was ridiculous.
It's a little bit insane. So coming into the next set of drafts, do you anticipate seeing a different set of picks bans from the first one? Do you think that Renekton's getting banned out? Where do we think this is going? You don't think so? Hyper doesn't think Renekton's
Oh
getting banned out.
no! You get rid of him.
Yeah,
Cut him off.
You probably, but then you have an issue. Then you also have the other 2 picks open that Chazz really likes to play. If Sejuani Aatrox opens, or rather Sejuani or Aatrox opens. So it's like, what do you really do? The Diana they do have to take off the board completely. I think TCS needs to get rid of the Diana. Diana is just, and even like we're in week 3 now. Every week that Diana's been picked, she's been really good. Just absurd.
Do you? I don't know. I feel
it's a tough call.
I feel like you have so many bans that you could throw against CEO that you're
you ultimately like which death do you prefer at this point? Who do you want? Which champ do you want to get bodied by? Do you want to get bodied by Nocturne, the Diana, the Aatrox, the Renekton?
I would rather Nocturne, to be completely honest, because
if you're a bot laner, you don't want to have a Nocturne in your game.
I know, but like if you have enough hard CC for the rest of your lanes, at least you can stop him, because he has to be like the glass cannon that has to go in, unless you build Strikebreaker. But like he has to be the glass cannon to go in, so you can actually draft for that at least. Diana, I just feel like it's impossible to draft for IMO, but she's just obnoxious.
There's a way. I mean, there is a way you stop Diana, and it's just you go into her jungle, you say you don't get to play the game, and there's that. But doing that plan and like thinking of doing that plan and then actually doing it are really hard to do.
I mean, we'll see how your calls are. I think we're about ready to get into draft, so we'll transition over there and see if our calls are right in terms of getting rid of Renekton and Diana.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yes, we are. All right. So we are in draft. Man, I really want to say take the Renekton off the board, but I feel just Aatrox is. I feel like if you ban Aatrox, you at least have a glint of hope.
Yeah.
With the Renekton, the minute Aatrox gets ahead, World Ender comes out and he ends your world. So it's,
and the new build that people are doing, the Eclipse Black Cleaver build, is just stupid.
So
how much damage it does. I didn't even know that was a build until 3 days ago, to be completely honest. I was watching European Masters, and they were kind of talking about, for those of you who play at home, European Masters is like the European regional leagues all fighting in a tournament. The top seeds from each of those.
I was actually watching that.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I like it.
Yeah, I was
BDSA was playing it, and Adam, for those of you who know, he was on Fnatic last year. Now he was on BDS. Now he's in BDSA. Blah blah blah. He was playing the Aatrox and doing the build. He got a triple kill. No, it was Rager yesterday who was playing Rager yesterday who got a kill. He was on Heretics, I believe. He got a triple kill during the part of that game, and Homeboy was just going crazy. But now we got draft coming.
We are getting into draft, and the Diana ban does come out.
Finally.
Very smart, and the Seraphine too. Seraphine, I feel like should be auto pick ban, just because of how how good of a champ she is right now. She just dishes out a lot of damage. Instant MF lock coming out. All right, CEO.
So we got some adaptations coming in for TCS, which is fine. You know, the Diana Seraphine ban. That leaves open the other 2 bans from the last game, so you kind of wonder if they're gonna pick it. I do like Sivir as the answer into MF. I mean, granted, that spell sheet. Ooh, wait. Go back to that Caitlyn.
Actually, I prefer the Caitlyn.
I do too as well. Go back to the Caitlyn. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I like that so much more.
Her buff with the headshot, scaling, is just on it.
The Pantheon again. Well,
Yo,
the Pantheon wasn't bad. I mean, the stun trap combo is really good if you time it right.
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Amumu. I feel like an Amumu would be better. With a Caitlyn at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you have the double bandage toss, so when she pops her net and backs away, Amumu can lock him up again so that she can walk back in range. So that's just my opinion. I feel like Sprox is not gonna care if it's Amumu or Pantheon. That's what I feel like.
Is Chazz gonna get super ahead on Aatrox? We will definitely find out as the course
man, I wonder what Chad's saying on that one.
If I was in their voice cows, Chazz is probably like, yeah, just lock it in. This is gonna be the freest game of my life.
What do you pick into that? All seriousness.
I mean, you could be absolute like cancer and pick Vayne top. Oh, Hecarim, okay, post nerfs. The nerfs weren't that huge on Hecarim, so I actually kind of vibe with the pick. It's still pretty absurd, so I actually like this pick of the Pantheon coming in. For TCS.
It was a little nerf.
Yeah, it wasn't really much.
80. So base health went down 25.
And it was really just like
80 ratio. I feel like it was. I feel like it was a little one. Not as much damage coming at your face. So
Viego ban. I mean, okay, I get it. CEO's younger does play Viego.
Oh yeah. You don't want a Viego right now when you got Hecarim and Caitlyn. Oof.
Cannot stand Viego like one bit. Like anyone that knows me. Viego is one of the worst champions. Not like the worst as in like design.
I do like this Orianna ban though.
Okay, I can see a really disgusting combo. You have the Hecarim kind of ulting into the team, you Orianna ball.
I do like the Orianna.
You know, same thing. So I think it's a pretty good adaptation, and
they banned their own Renekton. I love it.
Okay.
That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
Renekton is a pretty decent answer. The answer I've seen coming in for Aatrox for EU Masters is the Darius. So whether or not TCS's top laner is comfortable playing Darius into that matchup, Darius is pretty ridiculous and can hold his own against Aatrox.
I have seen Dune Shark play the Darius. Gwen Hover though, not a terrible idea.
We haven't seen Gwen in a while.
Not a terrible idea. I like the Gwen. I'm curious how she's gonna fit into the comp as a whole, though.
They could pick an AD mid laner here if they want to. or settle for
They need-
Pantheon being in the mid lane
I
either
mean,
way.
I mean, you could go either way with this one since they have the Caitlyn and the Hecarim. They could go either way
Yeah,
if they
okay.
want to do the AP or the AD. I don't know how I feel about the Kayn. What about you?
That is my
It's an eh.
analysis of the
It's an eh. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible.
No, I mean you're obviously 3 melees. You're looking immediately for a red Kayn game.
You know what? I think with the I think I can vibe with the Kayn pick on the looking at it from the angle of Hecarim comes into us. If Kayn ults the Hecarim, at least there's one person not getting feared and blown up.
Mm-hmm.
So I can vibe with a Kayn pick like that.
Do not pick Corki. I don't know why you would. I mean, their mid laner plays Corki, but why would you pick it? He's not as uber busted as he was like 6 months ago. So like, I don't know why you pick Corki right now. It's still good.
Oh my god, I see the Wombo. I see the Wombo. But I love that Talia though.
Talia's the counter pick into Corki. You know, if he tries the Valkyrie, you just pop the E. I think it's called the Ruptured Earth. You just pop that, he gets stunned, easy peasy. He can't get out of anything. So,
you know what?
Very good counter pick here.
You know what I like the Talia right there. That's TCS's comp looks really good. CEO's comp. I see it. I see the way they want to do those team fights now. With the Corki coming in, it makes a little bit more sense. Just how Corki and his package works, gets the slow, gets a nice big chunk of damage. Misfortune bullet time, World Ender coming in, Morgana throwing the spell shield that lasts the whole game. Like it makes sense. It makes sense. I can see it.
I mean, and just the lockdown potential that they have coming in with the Morgana alone, with the snare being 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds is a long time in League of Legends.
They don't have a lot of hard CC though.
No, it's really just sort of Aatrox and Kayn if you go with Red Kayn.
It's really it has to be Red Kayn. You don't take Blue Kayn in a Hecarim. That's
unless you're very confident.
Confident or smurfing.
Ace Best is proving that he was very confident last game, so I would respect the Blue Kayn, but I don't think it's going to be. It's definitely 100% going to be Red Kayn. I'm still kind of stuck on the Corki pick to be like,
While you think about the Corki pick, Matt, you said you play ARAM, so as an ARAM player, I assume you play a lot, so you know at least like team comp dynamics and how like what champs would be good in a team comp. You know what I mean?
Let's go with that.
So, okay, I was trying to phrase it in a way that made. You know what? Whatever. What do you think?
Finish your point. Finish your point.
What do you think of the teams?
I do agree with what you guys said. I think that it's going to be really hard to lock down people from TCS this time just because of the lack of CC on the side of CEO. I'm wondering if that's really going to make a difference though, because last game they didn't have too much either, but it was still pretty disgusting. Like last game they had a little bit of Diana, like the Seraphine. I don't think it was.
They had more CS though. They had Ari, Diana, and Seraphine. Now they just have Morgana.
But compared to the other team, think about it: the Ornn, the Xin knockup, the Azir knockback, the Pantheon stun.
True.
I don't think it was the difference maker in the last game. I'm not sure that the champ select this time is really going to make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Unlike it was in game 1, where it seemed like it was going to go heavily in the favor of TCS, and then it just didn't, which is, the best way to put it. It could be the same thing this game. With Chazz being on one of the best top laners in the game, this is probably going to be a disgusting top lane matchup. But I believe in the Gwen. I really do like Gwen. Like she's really good at mitigating like a lot of like dive and like damage potential with her Mystic Shroud. Is that what it's called? Whatever the Gwen is immune. That's what everyone says. She's really good with that ability, and if you time it right, it just goes really well together.
Can I ask, just because I'm not in the lobby, did they make any subs for this game, or are they sticking with the same roster?
They stuck with the same roster.
Yeah, same roster.
Same roster.
So I'm a little bit confused at the Gwen pick though, because I'm looking at the top laner right now. Dune Shark's playing top for them, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's played one game of Gwen in the last 138 days.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now,
So Gwen is a decent pick into Aatrox, sure, but with a player that's only
no.
played it once in the last 132 days.
I mean, I've played Akali once in the past 2 months, and I smurfed my game, so
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good.
it's just Gwen is a hard champion. I know. With that new information, it's like
Oh,
either
does he play
they're
Gwen
really
with that?
confident on it, or
At
like
least has he at least played it in ARAM?
No, I'm looking at all of his. He's played it in Ultimate Spellbook, but
oh,
Oh
the
no,
the
dude,
Pantheon.
sorry.
I don't like the Pantheon pick again. I think that the Pantheon didn't show off last game. I would have picked a different support in the bot lane to try to get a little bit of a mix up, but that's just what I feel. I think that oh, apparently Mowgli's saying as a TCS believer that they've just received devastating information. So I don't know what that is. But once again, the Travi Bucks are heavily favored towards CEO, 9,900 to
I mean,
3,400.
I
I
put
don't know if
some.
that's because it's richer people in CEO, but
I mean, they are CEOs, man. You
yeah.
know, they have the money to spend. I saw
very
what you
true.
were doing there, Matt.
I
mean,
am curious. I am curious though about what this devastating information is, if he legitimately has it, because that could make a big difference
What
as
you just
well.
gave
But
us, that's the devastating information. It's the Gwen. That's the
oh, it was the
devastating
Gwen one
information.
game. Got it.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Got it.
I get it though. I mean, we were kind of hyping up the pick a little bit. Like, yeah, it's a cool pick into the Aatrox. You could mitigate a lot of damage and a lot of dive, a lot of blah 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 blah. And then one game in the past 2 months, like, oh crap.
But I mean,
Well,
like
it
you
might
said,
surprise us though.
you picked up an Akali after a few games and popped off. So
Yeah, I mean,
maybe this player is gonna pop off. I'm unsure. I
we can't see
still
customs in op.gg, so maybe he's got
I
some reps in on the Gwen.
Yeah.
League of Grass, you can see the customs.
Okay.
Regardless, I do think CEO is gonna 2-0 it. What do do you
2-0,
guys
I
still
think
have faith
too.
in TCS, or are you gonna let
Oh,
me
it's a
take
two.
the
It's
2-0?
so I'm gonna
It's a
side
2-0.
with TCS on this one. I'm sorry to cut you off, DBZ. I'm gonna side with TCS on this one
Go ahead.
again. And let alone aside from the Gwen and the Pantheon, the Hecarim and the Talia are just kind of like speaking to my soul right now. So I feel like they do have a really good chance of kind of stopping CEO and being able to dish out a lot of damage and putting the team on their backs.
And Freak, what do you think?
I was wrong last game. I will be wrong this game. I flipped the switch. TCS is gonna take this one. As much as I think it's gonna be a 2-0, I'm gonna stick to my guns, and TCS is gonna take this game.
It's gonna be embarrassing. But anyways, I do think that we're gonna have a little issue with spectators, so we're gonna cut to a really quick break, and we will be right back in game very shortly.
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rift. Game 2, CEO versus TCS. CEO taking it in game 1. Let's read them off. Let's read off the champs there, freak. Let's do it. Chazz on the Aatrox.
Oh,
Ace
you got
Bets
it.
on the Kane. KTL on the Corky. Gumi on the Misfortune. And Chum on the Morgana. Who do we got for TCS, freak?
I'm on the spot. Dude Shark, Gwen, Eternal Cries, Hecka Baby. That's what I call Hecarim. Poro in a box. Jeez, I just blinked out on Talia real bad. Darter Wolf on Caitlyn, and the Awakened 2 on Pantheon. Good luck, have fun's coming in the chat. So good for them to show a little bit of sportsmanship as the game gets ready. We got a little bit of a cheesy little 5-point stance that was going on. Oh, Pantheon backed for sweeper. Okay, never mind.
I like it.
Yeah,
I do.
I'm cool with it.
Before we get into this early game and the jungle path thing, which I love that you do, by the way, love it, absolutely love it. I want to talk about the itemization real quick. And do you spot the one that I want to talk about?
Is it the Longsword 3 on Misfortune?
It's the Longsword 3. I don't understand that. You're going into a Pantheon Caitlyn. Would you not want the extra health provided by Doran's, by D-Blade, that 80 raw health? A little bit of Omnivamp? Like, I feel like that's would do a lot better. Seems how Pantheon jumps on your face, CCs you, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, in my eyes, as coming as an AD carry player, you're probably trying to accelerate. Oh goodness, they're already fighting up there. You're trying to accelerate like towards your mythic. At least that's the way I see it. It seems that way to me. Plus, the 3 pots come in handy for extra like health in extended trades. So that's my thinking behind it. That's probably like also, Gumi's thinking. I almost want to say Gumi Yushi for some reason.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, same. As soon as I saw it the first time, I had to hold back and not say Gumu Yushi. I was like, that's not Gumi. That's not Gumi. By the way, dude, Gumi, I watched him play Callista, one of his games on Callista, just a YouTube VOD, and Jesus, that man.
He's disgusting.
Disgusting. As to quote my friend who is an Irish MMA, disgusting.
All right, so
ooh, really good stun by the Talia right there.
Oh, it's first strike for both the mid laners here. Okay,
yeah.
I can see that.
We're gonna see a lot of trading from them.
Oh yeah. And as we now go back to the pathing of the janglers, they've all started bot side. So I did kind of think, have a little bit of a inkling that this would be a top side focused game. Hecarim's gonna finish that full clear of the Krugs faster than Kane naturally because he can do the double clear with the W and Q. But this time, are we gonna get a gank here? Because Chazz is pushed in, and I fully believe they could do this.
Dune Shark's health bar looking really low right now.
They're still gonna go. Oh no, he's going for the scuttle.
We
instead.
have question mark pings coming out from CEO right now. They're gonna try to pinch Eternal Cries. Kane jumps on him, gets the slow off, but Talia is here for the roam. She is going to able to stun up the Corky. The ignite coming down, the auto coming through, the first blood securing that one, but the fight is still going on. Hecarim has to dash through the Aatrox, but the Aatrox says, double buffs, give them to me. 1 for 1.
It's just kind of unfortunate because when he went to go for that top scuttle, neither of the lanes had prio. But I guess it's kind of worth, because first blood goes to the Talia, that's kind of who you want that to go to. Hecarim gets the assist on it, but your Gwen was just late to the play. I think the wave was at tower when that whole thing was going on. So, I guess I kind of don't blame her.
So, I mean, at least from a bot laner's perspective, I'll get back to the wave right now because we have a regain coming out from CEO. Gwen looking like a sit-in
Oh, that
duck,
was a late flash.
or in this case, a sit-in shark, and the red buff helps secure that kill.
I gotta say, that was a little bit of a late flash from Dune Shark. He should have flashed much sooner before that ability went down for the slow.
As soon as that slow comes out, you should flash it.
So a little bit of a unfortunate mistake coming in from Dune Shark there, but it's fine. It's all good. It's just a little bit of a setback. So up 800, 500 gold now as CEO. So not too bad. They're in a good place. And Hecarim, what are you doing, bud?
Looking for something cheeky. Had to burn his ghost just to escape the bot lane.
I think that was a combination of Scuttle and his E. His ghost was burnt in that fight in the river earlier.
Ooh, but now his oh, you're right. You're right. I was about to say his ghost is on cooldown. What are you talking about? But it's like halfway through. So what am I talking about?
See, this is why you need to drink some G Fuel.
Aatrox. Hello, sir. Really good chunk of damage right there. Gwen,
Nah,
don't fight a double buff Aatrox like that. Dune Shark's health bar is drastically low, and Aatrox teaches that silver top laner why you don't fight an Aatrox with a double buff.
And not only that, yep, there's the serrated dirt coming in, so we're fully expecting the Eclipse Black Cleaver build. That dude's gonna be dealing absurd amounts of damage later in the game. And I actually gotta just point out, real briefly, I respect both the top laners for bringing Flash, especially because they both have dashes, and not bringing like something stupid like TP Ignite. I hate that. It's just something about it just irks me, and I really wish like top laners would stop doing that.
Are you a top laner?
No, just bring Flash.
Then you don't understand.
Just bring Flash. I don't care. Bring Flash. You can get out of sticky situations.
Top laner brain, bro. You don't back out of fights. You go in.
I have a friend who's a Kled main who would agree.
I have a friend who's a Darius main who always full sends it.
Oh my god.
Ghost Ignite, bro. That man never takes Flash.
Probably one of my favorite memories is from a year ago. We were playing a game. We were actually getting booty blasted real bad in this game. And we were starting to slightly turn it around, and we got much needed shutdowns. And we started blasting like the first opening from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and we just started screaming it the whole time in Discord and won the game.
Oh my god, I love it. That's something my friends would do.
I love it. Ooh, okay. Chazz is looking to kind of fight this. I mean, he's gonna have that mythic here, and Kane's coming for a lane gank, but that lane's pushing in the tower.
Man, you know, Ace Bets is
proactive. Very proactive.
Is a different kind of jungler. I have not seen this many lane ganks, and I've not seen this many effective ones at that.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I gotta give it to him.
Go over the wall. You don't need to be in that bush. But I'm gonna let the man play the game because he knows what he's doing. Taliyah ultimate coming through, trying to stop Gumayushi, but she stops the miss. She stops the Morgana, gets rooted up, gets stunned up, and the Caitlyn picks up the kill. Ace-Specs left the lane, and his bot laner, his support dies for it.
Apparently somewhere we missed where the game was paused, because my chat just came in saying, okay, whatever.
You know what? They paused the game. We missed it. Who cares? We still got action. Oh,
Chazz is gonna kill this dude again.
Oh yeah, here comes the World Ender, ready to end Gwen's world. The sentient doll goes back to being a doll.
All right, chat. I want you to say Chazz it up. Come on, chat. Let's do it.
Oh, really huge trade coming out from KTL right there. Pro in a box. Really good sidestep. Looking like that trade might have gone in his favor if he had first strike. I think KTL might have took it off cooldown, put it on cooldown by damaging him.
I think so too. He also has corrupting pot, so that's a little bit of extra tick damage, so that helps as well.
Oh, but here comes Eternal Cries jumping onto KTL.
Is he gonna go for it? He is.
Away, tries to get him out from under the tower, but can't do it just yet. Ace-Bet is here with the flash, but he does not get Poro in a box. Eternal Cries is eternally crying as he's taking the almighty poke from the KTL mid laner. Both of them are forced to back.
Okay, wow. Gotta admit, but okay, the one thing I do have to say is, obviously, we could talk about, Chazz and CEO all day. Please let me talk for a second, Chazz.
Ooh, Chazz says, I am a Chad, I'm gonna jump in on the Gwen. I am 2 levels above.
I also gotta know that was a weird Q interaction, but maybe because she had
her missed up. I think he was outside of it when he popped the last one, so it didn't go through.
Gotta love Riot Games hitboxes.
I think since he was outside the mist where she can't be damaged by everything outside of it, she didn't get damaged by it. I think that's the interaction we just saw. Yeah, so he dashes in. Yeah, dashes in. She dashes away. The third Q coming out. Ugh.
She does have steel plates now, so she could theoretically stand against him. I just really
They're looking for an... Oh, are they looking for another lane gank here? Maybe a tower dive? Gwen is going to be jumping in onto that Aatrox, taking a lot of damage, but here comes Eternal Cries.
They don't know he's here.
That speedy boots, Pro in a box, Pro wants to roam flash coming out from the Aatrox. Eternal Cries' health bar is very low, but the Corki is here to match that roam. He picks up the kill.
All right.
Take one.
I wasn't even paying attention to Corki coming up, so in my head I was like, well, I guess, you know, Chazz kind of just dies here. Nope, I was wrong. Corki matched the roam excellently. I don't think he's gotten his package yet, and he should be in base.
Package should be coming up now. It's 10
there it is. Okay, yeah, it's in base right now. Okay, so they're probably gonna get the Herald, get the package, and set up for Dragon shortly afterwards. It makes sense. You kind of use Corki's package to divert any weird Dragon plays anyways. So that's kind of what I expect to happen here in the next like minute or two. So we will see what happens from there. We got a little bit of a training in the bot lane. Caitlyn needs a little bit of time. I'm kind of
Caitlyn needs a little love from this Pantheon. Is
Yeah.
what she needs. Pantheon needs to step up, and not by step up in the game, I mean like literally step up in the lane and just CC somebody.
I think he's scared of the spell shield. I think that's what it is. Because the second you go in, either you get spell shielded or insta snared.
You gotta try to bait it. You gotta try to bait that though. Like as a support, that's your job. You gotta bait out that spell shield.
I just at this point, like we could, you know, so Matt said he didn't like the Pantheon pick, and as I'm kind of watching this, I'm agreeing more and more.
I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that if you're gonna play Pantheon, you can't play like an enchanter. You gotta get up in the enemy bot laner's face. You gotta get in their grill. Like that's how you play. You gotta play aggressive. You can't worry about you dying. Like unfortunately, like as much as like I hate to say it, really good dash by the Gwen right there, dodging that second Q. But like I said, like I mean I hate to say it, but you gotta int. Your job is to engage.
Oh my goodness!
Four-man dive. Pantheon trying to get out of that, but the package knocks him back. Misfortune slows him up. He uses Corki's body to yeet himself forward, but the Morgana bind coming through. KTL picking up another kill.
Now he did. Okay, Corki had corrupting pot burn on him. That's why he secured the kill. I was like, oh, okay. So Herald got someone here in the bot lane. Good use of the package. It was going to be used eventually somewhere, so I was mildly right when I said it was going to set up for the Dragon. Chazz is probably going to try to solo kill here. Yep, there it is.
World Ender coming out. Dune Shark looking a little bit dead. Heads to the fountain. Ace Bets jumping on Pour on the box. Pour on a box trying his best just to kite out the Kane, but the W comes through. And Blades
Talia's going Ludens. I don't know if I like that.
If you're not gonna go Leandries, I feel like Everfrost is a better pickup.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That little extra burn would be nice, especially with the Leandries. But the Everfrost for the lockdown, so you can get that stun off with the WE combo. So I'm really weird here.
I mean, maybe she's doing it for the mythic bonus passive of the Magic Pen.
Magic Pen, yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I can say to justify it, but I don't think that's enough to justify it. Oh, unstoppable.
Lord.
Hecarim coming in. The Horsey jumping on the KTL. KTL is just throwing out his machine guns, trying to do damage to Eternal Cries as he runs away. Eternally, and KTL picks up the jungler solo kill.
The BM question mark ping too. Oh, the mental game. Oh, that's just unlucky. Okay, Hecarim had the right idea. I just don't think he should have did it with his mid laner not there. Because if his mid laner was there, I think he secured that kill. So, top side of the map is
Corki, man. The minute Corki gets under turret and he sees you walk away, he runs you down, Gatling gun all the way.
We have objective bounties coming in here.
Chum is going to pop that spell shield as Pantheon goes to dive in, stops the back too. Really good stop of the back. Base Bets with form over the wall, but Talia is in the Dragon Pit, ready for that ult. Ult is coming out. World in the box is gonna get stunned up, locked up, CC, and she goes down to Ace Bets. Bullet time coming out. Pantheon blocking a lot of that damage. TP coming in from the Aatrox as Hecarim comes in for the death because Misfortune picks him up. My screen was looking at the Kane cleaning up the Pantheon. 3 for nothing in favor of CEO.
Yeah, they're being relentless with the assault here on the bot lane. It's being a 3 for nothing. Like, it was close, because, you know, Gumi was looking like he was getting ready to go down, but the TP coming in from the Aatrox and the unlocked teleports, yep, coming in huge. And it's just towers being taken everywhere. 3 towers down here for TCS. They're just, oh, man.
Man, I hate, man, it's It's hard to see just the cyberbullying coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, Kane coming over
no.
the top of the wall, gets the knockup. Corky Valkyrie in and cleans it up. Kane being a really good jungler, handing it over.
I give it props for that. And oh no, Chazz. He's
There's just fight breaking all over the place. World Ender coming down onto the Dune Shark. Dune Shark is trying to get that needlework out, but her Conqueror is not going to be able to heal her enough. The needles aren't enough to deal damage to the Chazz. Flash coming out, and he retreats.
Oh,
the Chazz
coming in from
is
his
not
team.
Chad enough.
Did you see when he messed up the flashes? Team started instant pinging him. God, I love that. I love it when teammates BM each other for fun. It's so funny to me. Whew. God. I mean,
All
just
right.
not much you can really say there. I mean, Gwen is 3 levels down on the Aatrox.
Yeah, she doesn't have her mythic. Aatrox almost got his Black Cleaver. I mean,
8,000 gold down at 16 minutes.
Oh, they might be able to pick out the Chazz. He gets stunned up, but the spell shield is too strong. The Caitlyn ult is going to get blocked by the Morgana. Morgana flashes in with her ultimate, trying to secure those chains onto the Taliyah. It's going to land the knockup onto the Pantheon. He's trying to do some CC for his team, but he's going to block a lot of that damage coming from the Misfortune Ult. Bullet time is going to get stopped up by the Gwen. The Kayn is in the back line. He's trying to jump onto so many different members, so many low health bars. Gumi able to pick up one over the wall. Kayn is still going in. Gwen is trying to do damage. She picks up the shutdown, and MF and the Caitlyn are still duking it out. Oh! Flash from the MF into the Pearl face. Hand him the double buff. TCS, turn it around.
They're picking the Corki. Like, where the hell were you, man? I love it. Okay, so that was actually a much-needed fight for TCS. That got some also much-needed gold back in the pockets. I need to check and see who got the shutdown. Okay, so in terms of shutdowns, the Hecarim got the one on Aatrox, not bad. Gwen gets the one on Kayn. That's huge, I think. Gwen getting that shutdown to be able to finish her mythic, and that kind of almost gets her back in the game. One more item, and I think Gwen's back in the game. So, good fight. Funny enough that they're picking their Corki for not being there, but I mean, he's just got the bot lane tower in response.
He was split pushing.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. So, no worries. We got Dragon up in 19 seconds. Looks like they're gonna
Does
try
TCS
for it.
contest though?
I mean, after that fight, maybe.
I mean, most of their, but they got some big cooldowns that are burnt, and they can't really use, Pantheon entrance. Taliyah has her ult up, Needlework is back up, but Hecarim's dive in and fear the whole team is down. So, like, do you justify it?
Corki has package, no.
Corki has package, World Ender's up. Kane's zoop into somebody's face is up. Eternal Chains is up. I think that's what Morgana's ultimate is called, right? Soul Shackles. Soul Shackles.
Soul Shackles, okay.
Oh, uses the package to get to lane. Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, no, he didn't use package. He just used Valkyrie.
Looks like they're going to trade the Herald for this, or try to. I have an assumption that maybe the 3 in mid lane kind of room up for it. Yep, there goes Corki.
There you go. 3 members of TCS are on Herald. Just kidding. The Gwen is backing, and TCS managed to secure the Herald. Good job.
Okay, that's a good objective.
Get that objective bounty. That's what I like to see.
So
you know what?
One more gold.
They're trying to get back into this game. They're trying. They're doing the right things to get back into this game. Giving Drake, not contesting that, very smart. Flipping it for Herald. So that was a really good macro play from them.
I actually think that they are playing. Oh no!
You see, as I start to compliment them on what they're doing right, Awakening over here gets picked in the jungle.
He should have saved the flash.
Oh, he should have saved this flash. Eternal Cries is trying to sidestep all the CC coming out. Bullet time coming through, doing a lot of damage before on the box. Flash from KTL cleans up that kill, and the Dark binding onto the Caitlyn to set up that Kayn. She goes down. Gwen is the only one under turret to try and save it from getting taken as well.
Did we just caster curse? Did we do our first caster curse?
We just did our first caster curse.
It's just right when we were complimenting TCS for, stabilizing the game a little bit, just kind of just throw it all away with Pantheon getting caught in the jungle.
Eternal Cries, face. Oh, TP coming in from the Aatrox, but a huge knockup from the Kayn is going to be able to secure that kill. Gwen and Pantheon go down. Gumi's getting a little bit excited, but she has every right to when you do that much damage. but the Talia does equally amount of damage. Gale Force is going to be able to clean that one, help clean that one up. Caitlyn and Talia are here to save their base. Kane's mana is looking really, really low, but CEO decide they're going to back out, reset, maybe go for Baron.
Misfortune as Collector tier 2 off to that death. What do you do as
cleaned up
TCS?
Hecarim without Collector? There's no way.
There's no way, no. It's also sad because Hecarim hasn't finished his Mythic yet, which looks like Triforce to me. He's the only one that doesn't have his Mythic done. Oh, no. Well, Pantheon doesn't either, but I mean...
Yeah, but they're doing their rush a certain item first. Pour on a box, looking for that stop. Ooh, TCS wants to set up for Baron, or at least contest.
The Chazz is looking.
No, the Chad doesn't want the vision in his jungle. This is his jungle. You don't get vision.
Herald being dropped. Oh.
Poor on a box getting caught out there by the Chaz. The stun knockback is not going to be enough. Dark Ending is OP.
I mean, that's what we said would happen when they picked the Morgana. You get hit, you're pretty much just dead. So that should be a free Baron going over. Now does Hecarim steal this? Maybe.
That's
Unlikely.
your play. That's really your only play, though.
Oh no, Chazz is playing bodyguard. Never mind.
Yeah. Pantheon is here. He could ult in if he wanted to, but the Chaz is going to be looking for the Hecarim. Hecarim going to pop his E to get a little bit of distance from him and the Chaz. Pantheon pops the ability that blocks damage instead of the ability that stuns targets. I don't know about that one.
Okay, well, they get a tower in response out of it. I guess Rift Herald was doing its thing while, you know,
all right, they got the first turret. They got a turret. Good job for them. Awaken is getting enlightened by the Chad because he is just too good at the game and takes him off the Rift.
That was 4 autos.
Yeah.
If you count the Qs. That was 4 autos. Poor on a box here is probably just gonna end up dying, yep.
Yeah. Oh, gonna have to pop that Zhonya's. Bullet time goes all the way through, but KTL gonna clean it up in the end. I don't know if TCS can save this. World Ender gets popped by the Aatrox. Gwen and Caitlyn are trying to defend the turrets. Hecarim is trying to pull the super minions away from the Nexus turrets.
I dogged the Corki pick, and then what happens? He pops off. I need to not talk about champion picks.
There you go. That's what we need to not do. That's Sarcastic Curses, saying how bad champion picks are.
TP back from Corki, I think, doesn't have package again, right? No, he shouldn't.
I don't think he has package coming up. TCS is just trying their hardest to try to save this base, but Baron, super minions powered by Baron, you really can't do much. All 5 members are here. This is do or die time.
Oh!
Knock up and the Dark Binding. Delete health bars, but Hecarim is deleting health bars on the opposite side. Double kill over to the Misfortune. Knockup going on to Awaken. Triple kill over to the Misfortune. Valkyrie coming through. Porno Box is not going to be able to save the game. He is going to try. The Misfortune goes down. The Kane goes down. Porno Box has a chance to keep this game alive, but the minions are powered by the Baron. And game 2 goes to CEO. 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, you did say at the beginning of the night a 2-0 sweep based on skill gap, and I can't believe I talked smack about a pick and then it pops off again. Oh, the Corki pick was definitely good. It didn't do the most damage, though. Once again, Chazz does the most damage. Again.
Chazz does the most damage.
Again.
Chazz it up. Matt, what'd you think of that game?
I mean, during the game I was looking at the skill disparity, and I didn't look at it before, but I mean, to be fair, we're all popping off on Chazz, but Chazz had quite a big gap on the top lane, right? Chazz is in diamond, his opponent top laner was in silver, so it is a big difference, and I think it was just a team gap in general. I think it's just a skill disparity at this point. I don't know what could have been done.
You see, I have a theory for TCS. Okay. TCS, if you're listening, this is TCS. Listen up, okay? This is how you're going to be able to beat CEO next time. Get a Chazz.
5-ban Chazz.
You need to get a Chazz on your team. That way the Chazzes nullify each other out. You know, equal and opposing forces stopping each other. You know, physics right there, and you have a chance to to sweep CEO next game, or maybe you just ban the Chazz. You know, you have 5 bans. You know, use your first one on the Chazz.
Two bans on Chazz, ban the Diana third.
There you go.
On a slightly more serious note, I'm gonna kind of direct this more towards the top lane of TCS. You did play well. You probably had a strong mental the whole series. I'm going to recommend this advice. I would add practice more top laners and add a couple of more top laners to your champion pool. For the 2 games that we saw, we're gonna admit, yeah, Chazz was really good, and it's kind of unfortunate skill matchup there. But I highly recommend go into normals games, play a couple more top lane champions. The ones that I personally like to play, and I'm kind of just throwing this out there, give a shot to Kled. Kled's a good counter pick into Aatrox. Try Fiora. That's really a skill matchup, but Fiora can be really disgusting. Fiora and Kled are the 2 that I highly recommend. I love those 2 champions. Those are my go-tos when I play top lane. Top lane's my worst role, so I recommend trying those 2. Kled the most of all.
Role?
Top lane's my worst role, yeah. I'm better at jungle because I just pick a Moo and it's free.
Okay.
So that's my recommendation to you, Dune Shark. Kled and Fiora. Try those 2 out and see how you like them. Other than that, I don't really have any recommendations to the rest of the team. They played fine where they could. It's just the rest of CEO just got too far ahead, and there's nothing they can really do. But just patience, Dune Shark. I do see some potential greatness in you. You played that dive off in game 1 perfectly. I believe in you, actually. Just keep practicing these top lane champions, and I fully believe that you could be a disgusting top laner in the near future. Get the playoffs, and I will personally add you on League. I will personally gift you a skin. Get the playoffs.
Ooh, clip it!
Mm-hmm. I think you could be a really good top laner. I think that's possible.
If I have to impart my 3 years of League knowledge, which I probably is 0 knowledge at this point, because 3 years is nothing.
Fair.
But you know, I like to think that I have quite a bit. But no, DBZ, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Try to get a couple more top laners into that champ pool. I wouldn't recommend Fiora right out the gate. I'd say go for a set instead.
That's good. Yep.
Since you do like those tanky Ruzier champions, I think Set would be really good into your fit. I do want to speak to the ADC of TCS real fast. You got to be comfortable with taking charge of the lane. You have to be comfortable with it. You can't let your support dictate the lane. Yeah, their CC is going to dictate the lane as a whole, but your voice as the damage dealer in your team is going to also carry weight. So you got to be okay with saying, "Hey, Pantheon, get in that dude's face right now. He just blew the spell shield. Go, go, go." You got to be okay to say the go button. Don't be discouraged by it. Same thing. Go into the normals and just be stupid aggressive for no reason.
Oh yeah.
And you'll figure it out. I promise.
Make sure you slash mute all because your team will flame you if you kind of do
just be aggressive. Just be aggressive. Try to find that nice balance of aggressive and passive. And I promise you will be 100% a better ADC. I promise. You got to be okay with being aggressive. Especially when you're losing lane. Just be aggressive at that point. There's no point in not being aggressive. You're already losing. What more do you got to lose? So now, just
we both say what we're saying because we actually believe in all the players here in this league. Everyone can mold into their own great player. Sure, whatever. Elos kind of don't really matter when it comes to how good you are as an individual player. Just league is just a weird thing. Let's be real. There are a lot of players here that we've seen who've matched up to a lot of the higher elo players on some of these teams, and that's what I believe TCS can do. They started out rough, but as the series went on, they kind of started to mold together. So I think TCS could be a good team. That's just me personally. I think they could be a good team.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no. Everybody did really good. Mid laner carried your weight. Jungler had some really nice ganks game 2. Kind of hesitant with the Jin Zhao. You got to be more. Just go.
Go button. That's all he is.
Yeah, you just when you got the go button, just hit the go. When you start pathing towards somewhere, don't backtrack. Just keep going. ADC, your spacing was phenomenal. I know I have trouble with my spacing because I get picked out in fights when I shouldn't. So your spacing on Caitlyn, really good. Providing that artillery auto is really good. support, pick up a new support. Pantheon is not a good support right now, man.
Amumu.
Sorry. Amumu is a way better version.
I don't really have anything to say to the mid laner. The mid laner played really well both games.
Mid
So
laner did really good.
I
And
was
with
gonna
all
say,
that being said,
that's a lot of advice coming from our caster booth that are not playing in any of our leagues as far as I'm aware. So
negative.
definitely a lot of talk that can't walk the walk, possibly. Who knows?
Whoa!
I don't know. if
1v1,
you'd
let's
play in a
go.
league if you were, but
1v1 me. Matt, let's go. Yasuo.
any
1v1
closing
Yasuo on
comments?
Summer
Do you guys have any closing comments? I know that Risen 2, I'm just looking at their stream right now. They're about to go into game 2. Their games start a little bit later, so we definitely are going to raid over there. Any closing off comments before we head over there?
I have one closing.
Yeah, go ahead.
DBZ, you go first.
Mine's more of a hype. Let's get into the game 2 raid type message like last week. So you
Right,
go first.
I will start off. If you didn't already know, me and DBZ are here every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Come down here, catch us on the Draft League. We have a fun time. I bring the hype, true to my name, Hyper. Freak brings the
Whatever
freakiness
it
to the
is.
streams,
The
true
G
to his
Fuel.
name. Brings the G
Hey,
Fuel.
G Fuel.
He's
Not
a
sponsored.
freak. Come down, check us out at our socials. Mine is a Twitch because I don't use Twitter. If you do check out my Twitch, I do happen to stream with Freak from time to time there on my channel. So if you want to hear us just doing league stuff on a not Friday night, we're there. All right.
Just
That's all I had
before
to say.
Freak goes into the hype on the raid,
Go for
I want to invite everybody back tomorrow night. We do have a little bit of more action coming. We have the Unstoppable League and the Rampage League tomorrow night, so a little bit of gold and plat action coming at you. I do also want to say I recognize tonight it might be a little bit of a tougher night for some of our viewers. So those of you in the eastern end of the United States or the eastern end of Canada, I wish you well with the hurricane coming through. I hope you and your families do stay safe. And now we'll send it to Freak to send us over to Risen 2.
All right. So, pretty banger games coming in from CEO and the Crack Squad. It ended up being a 2-0 for the night. Hopefully that TCS follows that advice that we went on. And if you don't have any questions, you can flame me in the Ryzen Discord if you want to. By the way, Ryzen Esports has a Discord. But game 2 is going on in Ryzen Esports 2. Ryzen Esports 2. That was a mouthful. So
There you
we're
go.
going to raid over. Come on, laddies. Let's go over to Ryzen Esports 2 and let's have a great time, shall we? Let's do this.